Welcome back. I know it's been a minute since I made a video. We've been pretty busy. We just got back off of vacation down the Eastern Caribbean. Had a lot of fun, great weather. Went to several different places, but I really think my favorite part, or one of my favorite parts, was the people we met. Man, we met some incredible people on the boat, and it's always fun to sit down with people and learn about them and talk. Good conversations, really good conversations, and I always like to keep up with those people. Want to give a shout out to a few of them. We met some really cool people, some funny people, and some really smart people. So I told them I'd put a video out, giving all of them a shout out. Met a guy named we nicknamed him Pootie Tang. Funny story he told us the first time we talked. He's in the National Guard from my home state, Tennessee, up around Knoxville, about 45, 50 minutes or so from here. Cool kid, 20 years old, I think. Still finding his way in life, but he was always a trip to sit and talk to. Always added some color. Funny kid. Patrick's from Indianapolis, where the weather is crazy right now. As you can see here in northwest Georgia, southeast Tennessee, man, our weather is beautiful out here right now. Probably, I would say it's about noon right now. It's probably upper 70s, I guess, something like that. Patrick was a real cool guy. He got a mind for making things happen, figuring things out, doing new things. From what I understand, got a pretty good presence on social media. Got a couple of kids he was missing pretty bad. So talked to him a little while ago. He had just got home and finally got to see his kids again. Really cool guy. Really enjoyed talking to him. Just open to all types of different conversations. Smart, intelligent guy. Brian from he was from Long Island, New York. No kids. Real witty guy. He enjoyed nightlife, as you would imagine, being from Long Island. He talked about every once in a while he would pamper himself. He mentioned a hotel right across from, or a motel rather, right across from Times Square. I think he said it was like $600 a night or something. He said every once in a while he'd reward himself and stay 3 or 4 nights. From where I'm from, just outside of Chattanooga, you're not really going to see a $600 a night motel. But Brian was he's talk to anybody and everybody. One of those personalities that we need a whole lot more of. If we had a whole lot more Brians in the world would be a much better place. Just a friendly, easy to talk to guy. I really enjoyed talking to Brian. He really got around the the ship. He got around the island. He knew everybody. It, sort of like we do. I'm not the best in the world at names, but if you tell me where you're from, that's sort of your name from then on the boat. You know, it's New York, Indianapolis, St. Louis, Kansas, Florida, Tennessee, South North Carolina, you know. So when you see them again on the boat, you know, you're like North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida. But Brian was a really cool guy, and thoroughly enjoyed talking to him. We're going to try to get him down to our neck of the woods here shortly, and maybe do some sightseeing. Vicky, Connie from Florida. Vicky said that she dealt with bylaws and HOAs down there in Florida. She was fun to talk to. Liked to drink on the boats, though. She said she didn't drink much off the boats, but on the boat she pretty much let loose and done her thing and enjoyed her time away from, you know, the everyday struggle of life. And that's pretty much everybody. You know, I don't ever drink. I quit drinking in 2005. Took me about 5 or 6 years to figure out that you know, my upbringing and drinking just they don't go along. But Vicky was really cool chick. Her one of her friends, Connie, came with her, and we had a lot of fun talking to them. I'll mention Connie later Vicky later in the video. James was a young kid, 21 years old, from upstate New York, and him and his friend, a girl. I talked to the girl as much as I could. It was funny. She talked so fast I couldn't keep up with her, and that's what made the conversations so funny. Is most of the time I just had this absolute shock on, you know, when she would talk, I would catch every third or fourth word and try to piece it together, and I'd give her a hard time about how fast she talked. I don't actually remember her taking a breath, but it was funny, and she told us a funny story about taking too much medicine and then getting on a jet ski and where the color of the water changed as the water got deeper. I guess there was a little shelf or something right there, and the water changed colors from being shallow to being deep, and in her brain that was a hole in the water, and her friend on the back of the jet ski didn't want to go past the changing of the color in the water because they thought their jet skis would fall in it, and we just got a big kick out of that. That was hilarious. James, just a super good kid. When you talked to him, you could tell that you had his full undivided attention. He was into everything you were talking about, real responsive, you know, just a really good kid. I enjoyed talking to him. Wide-eyed, you know, when you would say something, he was just wide-eyed, just absolute shock, you know, and that was a lot of fun. But I told everybody that I would give them a shout out on my YouTube channel. And so, hey, everybody, leave your comments down below. I said I was going to get back to Vicky. Vicky's got a little, if I remember correctly, she's got a little Honda that she bought new, but she wants it a different color. So, a little bit about upcoming projects. If you'll notice in the background, the 69 Dodge Dart is not here. I've got my old truck in the garage. I'll get the 69 Dart back next weekend and finish it up, and I'll start back on the videos on that. If you've been keeping up, you know that the door jambs under the hood, the firewall, inner fenders, the hood, deck lid are all painted. So we'll get the shell of the car back, and we'll back tape, back mask all that stuff, and go ahead and paint the outside of the car, and it'll be done. And then I'll have to get with Vicky on some timing. I think she said that she had to earn some more vacation. You know, their vacation builds up through hours worked, so she'll have to earn some more vacation. But sometime in the future, she'll be driving her car up here and leaving it here, and we'll take her back to Atlanta, and she'll fly back home, and then we'll start on her Honda changing colors. She said she wanted it, she said it was a lighter blue now, but she wanted it a darker blue, and she wanted a custom mixed paint. She didn't want to, she was specific. She said she didn't want another car out there the same color, so we'll be custom mixing her a darker blue. While she's up here, we might go through some color swatches and see if we can pick out something she likes. If there's a deep navy, or maybe maybe like a sapphire blue, lot of pearl, a lot of candy, not candy, but a lot of maybe metal flake. We'll see what she likes. But probably before that happens, we've got another project coming. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it. It's sort of a deal I'm working out with a friend of mine named Ron. Big Harley guy. So he's got a 58 Cobra kit car, and he's wanting some work. He don't want any paint or body work done on it. He wants to do all that, but he wants to get it up and running, wiring harness, lights, you know, blinkers, seats, dash, gauges. Probably do some fiberglass work. He wants the hood hinges. I'll be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about those cars. I've never built a Cobra kit car. But apparently you have to fiberglass the hood hinges in. It doesn't come with them fiberglassed in. So we'll be doing that. So that'll be, I think, an upcoming project. It depends on what the list is. We got some trading going on, so it depends on what I was on the list as to whether I decide to do it or not. But right now it sounds pretty good. But that's basically what this video was about, just an update. I know I've been a little bit absent for the last few weeks. I haven't put anything out, but as soon as I get the dart back, we'll start right back on it and pick up where we left off. And if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit your notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I put out a video. And I appreciate your watching the video. Leave your comments, and especially the guys I've got down here that I met on the cruise. Y'all guys, when you see this, leave a comment, keep in touch. I got a lot of your phone numbers. My wife linked up with some of you on Facebook. Those that know me know I don't do any. YouTube is the closest thing to social networking I do. I don't. I'm pretty private guy, you know. So I don't do any social networking. But back to my guys that I met. All of you that are watching, I want you to know that I really appreciate the conversations. One of the favorite parts of my trip. I really enjoyed it, and I'll keep in touch, and y'all do the same, and we'll see y'all the next time.